And this is, we'll probably call it the 50+1 vote. And there is I don't know if you read the Sunday Nation, there is the undecided constituency that is certainly going to be a crucial part of this election process. There was, the poll that was done by InfoTrack. It placed Raila Odinga at 42%, Deputy President at 38%, but 20% of the respondents, which accumulate about and represent about 4.4 million voters, remain undecided. What are the stakes here for both the political camps and the other presidential aspirants as well?
I think when you go into an election, any political campaign secretariat will always divide the country into three regions. The red, which is where you are totally relevant in that particular scenario. The green, where it's your stronghold. Whatever you do is a voter mobilization strategy. The red area is a voter securing strategy. One vote is one vote. The green area, the neutral area, is where the campaign basically is. And those neutrals.
So you have the battleground.
That's the battleground,
right.
Really. Today, where Ruto stands, he knows that in Luo Nyanza, zero. In Okambani, zero. In traditional strongholds of NASA, zero. So he's defining. Everybody is shaping what constitutes the green area, the neutral area, the amber area. So that 20% margin, for me, represents what this election is all about. There are those people who will want to vote based on tribal arithmetics. There are those people in Cumberland who felt that if Raila does not support Kalonzo, then they have a reason to jump into Ruto's area. Or if Kalonzo does not support Raila, then they have a reason to go elsewhere. With the coming in of Kalonzo and the entire Kamba leadership into this Azimio bandwagon, what happens is the 99% turnout that happened in the 2013, 2017 becomes replicated. People believe that this is a good vote. The Martha effect into this coalition. There are people who believe that if Raila picks Kalonzo as a running mate, this is a failing ticket. Bringing in of Martha into this equation excites women who would not have voted for Raila. So now all these equations are coming into the foreplay.
Right.
The Ruto conversation is a campaign that started as early as 2018, 2019. He's been hitting the ground with the same message. Hawa watapeli, hawa viongozi, tutapanga mambo yetu kutoka chini kwenda. The same message has been repeated. People are tired. That is why the margin keeps increasing. That is why...
but we saw that in, I think, in 2017, I believe, the same, 20% undecided voters were also part of the electoral constituency that was there. So this is more of like a trend that we've seen. Let me also get now Vincent on the same on this particular block.
Just allow me. This 20%. Now we are 56 days to the elections, will always be there. It is what the campaign secretariats decide to target on that shifts them, and whichever side they fall. If 50% of them fall on either side, that side has won the election.
I think, in polling, there are certain things that needs to bear if the data is to be helpful in our conversation.
But look at the timeline as well.
Agreed. One is that the context in which when the polling was done. Two is the methodology. And the number three is also the traditions and the culture of the people whom you are interviewing. There are times people who are not confident to be able to declare openly, Nashma, that I am on this side. They have decided in their hearts, but they are not confident to declare. So that's why you have what you call RT, refuse to answer, as an option of yes, no, and then refuse to answer. So for me, if I was advising any of the political divide, the numbers actually is not 19% based on the way I see. It's far much less than 19%. It is just that I would go call them. A bigger part of them are those who refuse to answer that call, not those who are undecided. Because where we are not now, looking at the elections in the past and the choices that we have, very, very few people at this point are actually in the undecided bracket. It's just that at times maybe you are in a place where it's cosmopolitan, or you're in a place where you are in the, what is it, in the stronghold of one of the candidates.
But then what does this mean for you
what
know,
does that mean?
For these, you know, political camps?
What that means is, just building on what my colleague has pointed out, that in your red, as in see how to reduce the amber. Because usually green is where you are strong, and then red is where you are, where you have no votes. But the amber is the battleground. So if the more you reduce or increase the side, you cover your shade green and reduce the amber, the better on your campaign. So clearly, for example, the Martha effect in this campaign. You see people who will say that, hey, I had not decided to vote in this election, but with this choice. But you see also the offer that has been done on the other side. I think they pointed out something, the Women Charter. So as in, do as much as possible to push the frontiers, but also ensure that you keep your bases. Because at this point, and I said this when we were last here, that your president is either going to be Raila or William Ruto. So those two, I know we have the other four options, but looking at the polling from the experience and looking at all the way to 92, usually a president comes from the two leading formation. So that's how I see it. Any of the sides that plays the game very well, they will carry the day at the end of the day.